Okay, so just to quickly explain myself, the title of this video is probably something like Dan Koe is lying to you and so is everyone else, or he's lying. I'm not really sure exactly what, but it is just like a lot of things that work really well online. It's true, but it's true with a lot of nuance stripped away. So to add a little bit of nuance to the statement Dan Koe is lying to you, I just want to say first off, I love Dan Koe. All right, like I actually do. I have his book that I'm reading. I'm not very far into it because I literally just got it. I'm kind of on my Dan Koe binge right now, and I'm in his newsletter or whatever, and I also bought the 2 Hour Writer. Real quick note about the 2 Hour Writer, if you're thinking about buying it, because you probably clicked on this video like unsure about Dan Koe and you've probably heard about his 2 Hour Writer, I would say it's a good product. It's a great product, actually. I'm really enjoying it. But for me, in my life, $150, which is how much it costs, is not like life or death. And almost all of the content, especially the content about writing in the course, he talks about on his channel, and he talks about in his newsletter, and he talks about as part of his content for free. And so, I think there's a lot of value in having it in one place, and there's a lot of other cool things that I won't really go into because I don't want to like talk about what his course is, on here. But I would say if you're on the fence, probably best to just kind of not buy it. That said, if you're on the fence and $150 is not like a ton of money to you, like it's not going to break the bank, great product. So I would buy it in that case. So Dan Koe is lying to you. What is he lying about? All right, here's what I was thinking about in the shower like 5 minutes ago. All right, what are you going to sell? Right, so if you're on this track like I am, right, and I think that it's a pretty good idea to, one, get good at social media, get good at the internet, get good at marketing, get good at sales, right, get good at understanding how people think, get good at creating a good product, right, a valuable product that's actually useful to someone, and then get good at matching that market that you've created and that product together. Now, the lie is, and, it's kind of a lie, but it's not really a lie because a lie is a bit of stripping away a lot of the nuance, all right? But essentially, they make it seem as though you're going to build this audience and then you're going to take the thing that you love and you're going to make a product and you're going to make as much money as them, right? And the issue with that is the best products to make as much money as them are teaching people how to make products on how to make products, right? And it's even better however many layers you can go, right? How to make courses on how to make courses on how to make courses on how to make courses, right? Because then you could just keep charging more and more, right? The person who is selling a course is able to pay more for a course than the person who is just trying to learn a regular skill from a course, right? And so it's like the higher you can go up on this ladder, the more you can charge for your course, right? Like the 2 Hour Writer is a course about writing as a business model to make money. And so $150 is a lot of money to some people, and to other people it's not a lot of money, but it's reasonable to pay for a good product about starting a business. And so there's nothing wrong with that. But the problem is, you see, I'm on Twitter. I've never been on Twitter for my entire life, but a big part of Dan's thing is going on Twitter. So I'm like, okay, I got to learn it a little bit. And I'm on Twitter and I'm just seeing like countless numbers of people with their bio basically saying like, I scaled 4 people to 10,000 followers and I can do the same for you for this much, whatever, join my Calendly link, right? And it's like, okay, cool. You got SMMAs, you've got starting a course, you've got a digital product, maybe a physical product, but not really, right? You've got all these things, but they're all branching towards this one basically pyramid scheme, which is selling courses, right? Which is selling more digital products, right? You're selling digital products on how to sell digital products, right? It's not always courses. And so, me personally, I'm like logically, this seems like a bit of a race to the bottom, right? It seems like you got to use all these fancy tools to promote all this stuff to grow really fast to sell a course on how to sell a course. Now, maybe I'm wrong, all right? And I probably am because I'm 22 and I don't really know a whole lot, all right? And my brain is cooked from university. Like, today was out of the frying pan into the fire. Tomorrow's going to be even harder. Either way, it doesn't quite, the pieces aren't quite adding up. You know, for me personally, something that I'm really passionate about is like physical health, right? I love physical health. I like looks maxing. It might not look like it right now because I'm tired and it's 2 a.m. at the moment. But physical health is really important to me. And so I take a number of supplements that I've researched pretty well. And I think that, you know, if you had an hour with the most intelligent supplement knowing doctor on earth, and he could elucidate or, like, you know, make it very clear in your mind what the most important supplements were, what the supplements you need to stay away from are, what the expensive supplements have in them that actually works and what you don't need to buy, and blah 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 blah. I think a lot of people would pay like $100-$200 for that, right? If you have the money and you're trying to make yourself better, probably. And I think in my mind, and obviously we'll have to test this, that I'm able to at least get like 1/5 of that value from help with Google and help with my own knowledge and help with my own experience and help with the experience of others. And so, you know, there's a product, right? But the problem with that product is I can't charge $150 for it, right? Because it's not worth $150 because it's not how you're going to start a business that's going to, like, you know, make a lot of money. And so then you can pay $150 for the course on how to start it, right? You see where I'm going with this? It's like, maybe, so I guess I'm just on a lower rung in the pyramid. If I haven't made a single dollar from all of this, obviously. I started like a week ago. I don't know how I'm going to go to bed. I took some melatonin and I'm buzzing right now. I got to sleep, man. I got class tomorrow. All right, well, that's the whole video. I guess I'm like down here and I need to sell courses that just sell regular skills, like how to use supplements or whatever, and then I can buy courses. That can give me enough money to buy courses from people who sell how to build courses, and then those people can buy courses from people who sell courses on how to sell courses. Epic. By the way, I just to recap, like Justin Welsh. I don't know. I'm on his newsletter thing. It's all great stuff. He's really good at writing on Twitter. Like, absolute freaking genius. I click on almost every single one of his threads. He gets me every time. But there's just no nuance, right? So, you know, this video is kind of about no nuance. So, you know, the title and the thumbnail are a little bit stripped of nuance as well. So, I don't know. I find the whole thing kind of amusing, but also the rest of my life is very hazy at the moment. So, we're going to keep moving. All right. Well, I love you guys. Kind of. I don't really know you, to be honest, but I love getting comments. So if you've got a comment, drop me a comment. If you've got an opinion on what I've just talked about, say that. If you're here and you're still watching, you're like, I don't understand how Dan Koe is lying to us. Basically, you watch his content and you get the impression that you are the niche, which is what he says, which makes a lot of sense, and that you build an audience around that niche, and then you build a product, and then you sell that product, and there's an implication that it's that simple. And maybe it is, because I've given this like 1 week, 1.5 weeks, and I've been doing it in parallel with university. And I'm not even dogging on the system. I'm just kind of making like an maybe not even an upper level, like maybe like a very mid-level observation. I don't know exactly where this is going to fall, but hopefully you found this interesting to some extent. Dan, thank you. The book is very interesting. I've only cracked it a bit, but I need to, well, I'm excited to crack it more. Yeah. All right, until next time. Peace.